just so you guys can kind of go back and review if you need to. We're going to be going over a lot of comprehensive things tonight, but I want to make sure you guys get it. Got it down packed, all right? So I want you guys to ask questions if you have them, because the only way that we're going to grow is if we're asking questions and we're getting our questions answered, all right? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started with everything. Let's just roll into it. Let's just get into it. So, as you guys know, tonight is trade training. This is the night that we dedicate to just get into the nitty-gritty of everything, getting into strategies and trading systems and how to, say your support for your trading success. So we are going to dig deep into tonight. We're going to go over some tips and tricks for MetaTrader 4. Some things that you may have known about, some things you may not have known about. We're going to just really kind of get into the very foundation and the basics of everything. Help you guys kind of pull out some new tricks and new tools to just really help your trading go to the very next level. Okay, so first things first, this is kind of what we're going to be covering. We're going to be covering your chart setups, your indicator setups, your trailing stop losses, and then we're going to go into some basic tools for the MetaTrader 4, such as your trend lines, your Fibonacci retracement tools, your channeling tools as well. And we can show you different ways that you can actually get into some of these trades just based off of the channel in itself. And then I'm going to show you some basic ways to just kind of, if you want to look at your trades over the course of the time period, how to pull that down, pull that information down, and just really see how things are mapping out for you. Whether you're, winning on a long-term scale or you're drawdown, you're losing on a long-term scale. So anyway, with that being said, Nanette's going to step up and she's going to actually go through the chart setup for you guys, indicator setup, and the trailing stop loss. And then I'm going to come back and give you guys the basic tools. You go over the trend lines, your Fibonacci retracement tools, as well as your channeling, and then just really show you guys how to export all of your trade data so that you can go over that and do an analysis with it. All right. You ready, Nanette? I got you on mute over here. I'm going to mute you. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, all right. I'm going to go ahead and stop my sharing. I'm going to let you go ahead and share your screen, all right?
All right.
All right.
All right. Good evening, everyone. We will be going over some basic setup for your charts, and I will share my screen. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, we can. Awesome.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so when you open up your chart, when you first open up your chart, which you're going to, I'm sorry, let me move
And can you start with a blank chart?
A blank chart?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just want everybody to kind of see what it looks like and have a blank setup.
Okay.
So once they actually open MetaTrader 4, exactly what it's going to look like. So you can just, I'll let you do what you do.
You say what now?
I was just going to say, just open up a brand new brand new chart.
Okay, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Okay. But before we do that, before we open up the chart, I just want to go over really quickly how to add your pairs to your list on the where it says the market watch. This is where all your pairs are going to show up. And when you open up your chart at first, it's only going to show you your major pairs. Those are the pairs that are paired with the US dollar, like GBP USD and GBP, and I'm sorry, not GBP, AUD USD, NZD USD, things like that. And so what you can do is go to your chart and you right click on the chart anywhere in the chart, and then you'll go to symbols. Okay, you'll go to symbols and you'll hit that, and then you'll look. You can go to whatever pairs you want to add to your chart for your FX majors. They're already on there, so you won't have to worry about that. You just double click on that. Now, if you're going to do your crosses, those are the pairs that are not paired with the US dollar, like AUD JPY or GBP JPY or EUR NZD. That would be under FX crosses. So double click on that, and when you want to, if it's not in gold, that means it's not going to show up on your screen. So see, like these pairs, like GBP NZD, if you want to add that pair, as you can see, it's not going to be on there because the dollar sign next to it is silver, and what you're looking for it is to be gold. So you'll click on that, click on whatever pair you want to have show, and when you close, the pairs are going to show up as you add them. So if they're not in alphabetical order, you're going to want to set them in alphabetical order. It makes it easier for you to place your trade and to find the pair that you want to trade when you put it in alphabetical order. Are there any questions so far? Are we good?
Okay.
All right.
Nanette.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have a question for you. On yours, you see how it has, for your pairs, how on the very left-hand side, where it has the arrow, whether they're going up or down? Mm-hmm. Mine doesn't show that. Is that just, does it automatically appear on there, or should it automatically be on there?
You don't have the arrows on the left-hand side of your symbols?
No. Like I have mine in there and they're all there. I put them in alphabetical order. But no, I don't have that. And I never saw the gold or the silver dollar sign on mine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What broker are you with?
Yeah.
This is my demo account.
Your demo?
Does that matter?
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, account regardless of if it's a live account or a demo account. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of curious as to which broker that you have, because MT4, it should show on the side whether the arrows are going up or down.
No.
Like it should show. Yeah, like it should show, because this right here is my demo account. So do you have a Mac or Win?
That's the other question I was going to ask.
Or
PC.
Or Windows.
I'm not looking at either of those I have it on my iPhone and my iPad.
Oh, okay. It's not going to show up there.
Okay. All right, moving along. Sorry to hold the class up.
No, it's fine.
You're good. That's perfectly fine.
It is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. So, okay. Yeah, you're gonna set all your pairs underneath here, and when you want to move the pair, like to alphabetize them, you can hover over the pair, click, grab it, and move it up to wherever you need it to go. Okay. And you also have the option of showing your spreads, the difference between the ask and the bid price. And to do that, you'll right click on the chart, on the pairs, anywhere in the window, and you will click spread, and it'll show up right off to the right hand side, right there. It'll let you know. It'll let you see the fluctuation in price and everything.
Now, for those who may not know, anytime that you enter into a trade, the spread is what you basically have to cover before you end up in profit.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you jump into a trade, you see yourself in the negative before you go into the positive.
It's always going to be the negative because the brokers have to make the money.
Right. Brokers will try to make their money before you start making yours. So you basically have to cover this pippage that's on the side. So the spread itself is the pips that you need to cover before you actually go into profit. All right.
Everybody good? Okay. All right. Now we will move on to the chart. Let me just open up a chart. Let's see what we have. What's not on here. This is okay. Right click. You can open up the chart window. Okay, we have some questions here really quickly. What do the colors correspond with? What do the colors correspond with? Isaac, are you talking about the?
I'm talking about the colors like right now. There's a lot of green, and then Euro USD is like clear. You know.
Those are distinction between your major pairs, your FX, as well as what's metals or oil.
Okay. So it's not a sign. It's not like a sign of serious activity or something like that, or
no.
Okay.
The blue are your major pairs, are the ones paired with the US dollar.
Okay.
And the ones that are in green are your crosses.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So we have a new chart. Oh, I'm sorry, Deborah. You wanted to go over Deborah, you wanted to go over what was it that you wanted to talk? What else you wanted to talk about? Because you had a second question. I don't want to miss your question. Deborah.
I'm good, Lynette.
You okay? Okay.
Yeah, my screens are a little different than yours because I'm doing them on the iPad, but I get the gist of where we're at.
Okay.
So far.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I answered all your questions. I don't want to skip over anything.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Now, when you open up your chart, you can either right click on the pair that you want to open up and go to chart window, or you can go to charts. No, I'm sorry.
New chart. File new chart.
Not tools. It would be under here.
What you looking for in that?
I know there's another tab that you click on to go to another chart.
To go to another chart?
To go to the chart. To open up another chart.
File new chart.
File and new chart. Right there. Go to file.
It's usually I'm sorry. It's usually under
right there.
New
chart.
Right there. Right there. Yes, you go to new chart. It's the first one here, new charts.
Yeah, click file and new chart.
Yeah.
File and new chart.
That's it.
And that's it.
Okay.
All right. So when you open up your chart, it'll look like this. And if you want to change your change the look or change it to candles, what you'll do is you will go to your toolbar up here, and you will click here where it says candle. You hover over it, it'll show you candlestick, and it'll let you see it in the candlestick. But to see it clearly, you're gonna have to magnify it. You keep magnifying until everything comes clear, and you'll see that you have the candlestick. Okay.
Do me a favor, then. Can you show everybody what the line charts look like, as well as the bars? Just
absolutely.
Those three. Yeah. Okay. Just to show them the difference.
Okay. Okay. So when you go to your toolbox, you want to see the bars. This is what the bars look like. And if you just want to see the line, that's what the line graph looks like. I know some people like the line because it does get rid of a lot of the noise, but a lot of people like the candle. So if you want to stay with candle, you can do that. Okay. Now, if you're looking to change the color, you click F8 and you go to colors, and you can change the bull candle to whatever color you want to. Most people prefer green, so you click green. And for the bear candle, most people prefer red, so you click red. And that's what it'll look like. All right. Now, if you want to change the background and the foreground, so like say if you want to switch from switch the background from black to white and the foreground from white to black, you can do that. Just click on the color. And black. All right. And then you click OK, and it'll set everything. All right. Now, And you want to add your indicators.
Real quick, Minette, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you tell people how to turn off the grid and put in the period separators as well?
Absolutely. You click F8 again. And you hit the tab Common, and it'll give you a list here. And if you want to see your period separators, you just click period separators. And on the hour chart, we're on the hour chart now. Oh, you can't see it because the screen is white. So you'd have to change the screen color.
Double check your foreground color.
Black. And for the hour chart, it'll separate the chart into 24-hour periods.
Hey, do me a favor, Nanette. Turn off the grids, because what's happening is the day separators, you really can't see it all that well.
You said turn off the grids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, just go back to the settings and then hit none for grid. No, go back to the colors. The grid.
Turn off the grid.
Yeah. So where you see grid at, just and get rid of the grid itself. So that way you have a clear picture of the candlesticks and you can see the day separators or the period separators in itself.
Now we're going to add our indicator. And you click insert, and what we usually use, the main indicators that we use would be our ADX, and it'll drop this list down here, and you can change the color before you even see the indicator on your chart. If you want to leave everything as is, you can do that. The level here stays at 20, and you click OK, and it will drop right down into your chart. Okay. And another one of the indicators that we use would be the
Hello?
RSI. Yes.
I was just wondering what is it we're demoing? What is being done? I'm hearing a lot of clicking, that and I see that you're clicking on different things, but what are we really doing?
Okay, so basically Nanette is showing how to set up your MetaTrader 4 once you kind of get started. So essentially there are a couple of different indicators that we use, such as the ADX and the RSI, as well as your stochastic. So she's just kind of walking everybody through right now how to get that set. But I'm going to come back right behind her to show you guys some more in-depth things as well, so you guys can utilize that to better your trading.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
No problem at all. It's also being recorded, so just in case anybody else wants to go back and rewatch it again, just in case they've missed anything, you guys will definitely have the recording. Okay.
Great.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Matt.
Now for your RSI, it would be under oscillators. And you go to your relative strength index. And then you get to set your parameters, you get to set your color. And it'll let you show all time frames, or you can just pick one specific time frame you just want it to show up on.
So hold on, before you click, go to levels real quick, Lynette. So one thing that I really want you guys to pay attention to are the levels itself inside MetaTrader 4. I mean, not MetaTrader 4, but inside the Relative Strength Index. One thing that we do like to do, so you have your levels of your 45 and your 55. So one thing that we do like to do is inside the description, we like to put in at the 45 sell, at the 55 buy. And the reason why we do that is sometimes we just kind of forget, but if putting in that description, that'll help us to remember what to do when the time comes. If it gets above the 55, we're going to be buying. If it gets below the 45, we're going to be selling. Okay. So Lynette, do me a favor, put that into your description real quick, just to kind of show everybody what it'll look like once you hit OK.
You said show everybody what the.
Yeah, so go ahead and put in the description. Inside the description where you have the 45, you put in sell. And then in the 55, you put in buy. Okay. And then right there at the bottom where you see underneath RSI, you have buy and you have sell. So you know exactly what direction that the market is going to go in, and you know exactly what to do when the market gets below that sell line, you're going to be selling. Once it gets above that buy line, you're going to be buying. Real simple, real easy. All right.
If it's in between the two lines, you do nothing.
Absolutely nothing. You guys.
Absolutely nothing if it's between these two lines here. Okay, that means it's in consolidation, and you do not want to be trapped in that.
This is something that Dr. Spiller just recently showed us. And guys, you really have to pay attention to the RSI. Once price is inside those two lines, you basically want to stay away from being in the market, because it's basically going to be in the consolidation. And even if you look at the conjunction of the ADAX as well as the RSI, if you look at any time that the line is in between the 45 and the 55, if you look directly above at your ADAX, you'll see that the lines are in consolidation with one another. Anytime that those lines are in consolidation with one another, you want to make sure that you're staying out of the market. All right.
Yeah, if they're intermingling, if they all look intertwined with one another, just don't even mess with it. Wait till everything opens up and you'll be able to see clearer whether to buy or to sell.
All right, cool. So,
and 45 is sell and the one is buy.
Below 45 is sell, above 55 is buy.
Correct.
Anything in between, you sit on your hands.
Just sit on them. Don't mess with it. All right. Go ahead and do the stochastic, and then I'll go ahead and get started.
All right. For the stochastic, you would go to your oscillators again.
Hey man, I'd like to make a comment too, if you don't mind.
No.
I'm looking at the chart right now. It looks like it's just below the 45. So it's not quite on there, but for me, that probably would be too close to consolidation. So even though it's not in between the lines, it looks to be trending right up to the 45. I would not probably mess with that.
The only time that we really want to get into the market is when so if we're going to be getting into a sell, correct? what we're looking for is for it peaking out of that 45 line. So when it's in between the 45 and the 55, and we're looking for a sell, we want to see that the market is actually pointing directly down or pointing outward towards the bottom part of the RSI. Okay, that's the only time that we're going to be getting into the market. If it's moving up towards the 45, we're not jumping back into the market. Okay, so let me take control real quick. Request control. Okay, so as you guys can see, like right here, you see how sharp that bad boy just dropped? And this is a sell, okay? We would have got into the market here when it's actually pointing down, and we would have been able to get like 10 pips. If you look at this is exactly this here, okay? This is the only time that we're going to be getting into the market, when it actually crosses that 45 or you have a steep drop going down. Now, say for instance here, when you see the bad boy starting to peak out and about to drop, that's this here. You could have got your 10 pips real quick, real easy, right there. Okay? Now, what are you talking about a buy? You're looking at the market moving up, right? You see it crossing the 55 for a buy. The only time that we're going to get into the market is when it's pushing up. It's above that 55. If you look here, that's all this right here. We could have easily got 10 pips real easy out of that. Okay. Here's another situation where market price is in the middle and it dropped, completely dropped outside of that 45 line. Real easy. You could have got your 10 pips and been done. But anytime that price line is hovering or inside the 55 and the 45, we do not get involved in it because it's in the middle of consolidation. And even right here, like you said, Steve, that's a whole bunch of consolidation. We do not want to be a part of that right now. The only time that we want to be a part of or getting into the market is when you have a clear indication that this bad boy is pushing through, going down, or pushing through and going up. That's basically it. Okay. Nanette, you want to go ahead and cover the stochastic real quick?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Better get the rights back over to, oh no.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, now for our stochastic, the third indicator, you go to oscillators. Oscillators, and scroll down to stochastic oscillator. And you can set your parameters, your colors, and your levels. And you can add, if you're going to add.
All you have to do is just really change, just edit the levels, really.
You said what? I'm sorry, Daniel?
Just edit the levels. Because what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that your levels are 15 and 85. Okay.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need to add. If you wanted to, you just click add and then add in whatever. But we don't necessarily need to do that. So you can just get rid of that. If you want to delete, you just double tap on it, click delete, and it's gone. Now to change the level from 20 to 15. Double click anywhere on the screen. Double click on that, and then change it to 85. And those are your levels. And this is how it will show up on your screen. Right there.
Okay. So one of the things, guys, even with the stochastic, all right. So what I'm going to show you guys real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and edit this one more time.
Okay.
Inside the description, on the 15, you're going to do a sell. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about with this, all right? And no, it's the opposite. I'm sorry.
The opposite.
The opposite. So on the 85, it's a sell. On the 15, it's a buy. All right. Okay, so once you put in those descriptions, you'll actually see it right here and right there on the bottom and on the top, which one you are supposed to be in, okay? Now, anytime that price is over the 85, market price is going to drop. Anytime price is touching or underneath the 15, price is going to rise. It doesn't fail. It does not fail. If it's over that 85, it's going to drop. If it's below that 15, it's going to rise. It does not fail, guys. It does not fail. And the only times that we really want to be in the market is when that price is over the 85 or that price is below the 15. That's the only time that we really want to be in the market.
Could you say it one more time? If it's over 85, it's going to do what?
If it's over 85, it's going to drop. If it's below the 15, it's going to rise.
Thank you.
There's so many different examples. There's so many different examples. If you look at here, look at this drop. It was over the 85, touching the 85, and then it dropped. It just absolutely dropped.
Let me see if I can.
If we can kind of go back.
We can find a good rise. Okay. Oh, okay, here.
Let's see. Hold on. Nope, that's not a good one.
No.
I wanna, hold on, let me grab it.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm looking for one of those deep ones.
Okay. Let's see.
Well, we can do this one here. This is fine. So even here, like guys, you see how it's touching the 15? You see how it rolls up? Same thing in there. It's gonna rise up. Now, granted, this was in a bit of a consolidated area, but with it being underneath the 15, it's bound to rise up. It's bound to go up. So anytime that you have market price that is below the 15, it's going to jump. It's going to rise. What you're really looking for is this nice little sharp turn. This nice little sharp turn. That means that you're going to get that quick 10 pips real quick and easy. Real quick and easy. Okay? You're looking for that sharp V. A real nice sharp V on the stochastic. Same here. Yeah, it's very sharp. Boom.
That sharp V shows up before the candle shows up, I'm assuming?
Yes. That sharp V will show up even before the candle will even jump. So you can get that 10 pips and be done with the market.
Man, can you add a vertical line so Isaac can see that right at that? What's that, about 10 o'clock probably?
Let me put it this way. Yeah. You see how sharp it just went up?
Excellent. I see it. Very good. I see it.
Yeah. That's how it's going to look. Real quick, real easy. Get your 10, should be done. Because I'm just right here.
Mm-hmm. I'm slow, but what's the top indicator? It starts with, it looks like an A. I can't see it.
Oh, that's the what do you call it? The oh geez.
ATR?
No, it's the ADX, the average directional movement.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Thank you.
Lit my mind. All right, but as you guys can see, right here from the bottom of this candle to the top of this candle, it's like 54 pips. So, like, if you can't get 10 out of that right there, that one candle, that one sharp movement, something's wrong. Something is wrong. You know?
And so, man, piggybacking on what you're saying, on the time that's highlighted, looking at the eye, that looked like you would actually be doing a sell, but if you're looking at the stochastic properly, you'll see that it's actually going to be a buy opportunity.
Bingo.
And piggybacking off Isaac as well, answering Isaac's question, it happens before the candle. You would have put in your buy order right there, and then you're going to experience that uptick on the next, what is it, an hour chart? I'm not sure, but whatever.
This is an hour chart.
Hour chart. On the next hour, you'd experience a big uptick.
Yeah. So a lot of times what you'll also see, you'll see this bad boy starting to turn, or you start to have a curve, or whatever the case is. And that's just stronger indication that, hey, I may want to jump into this market right then and there. But also going down to a 15-minute time frame, you'll see it even better. You know, if you just hop down to a 15-minute time frame, and you're looking, oh geez, you're looking at the chart from the, it's the only thing about the 15 minute.
I think that was September 4th.
It was September 4th, so I must have passed it.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh.
Scroll to the right. Scroll to the, no, left. I'm sorry. Scroll to the left.
I must have missed it. I passed it. Yeah. Moving too fast. God damn it. You said it was September 4th. Steve? Oh, God. Let me see.
You got it on third.
August 31st. Okay. So, okay, here we go. All right. So, Isaac, you see how right down here it's starting to move up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes what we can do is we can go from the hour chart down to the 15-minute chart to have a better indication of what is actually about to happen. So we would have probably waited an additional 15 minutes to see exactly this here. Because this movement here was that sharp movement, or that sharp uptake. Okay. So
nice.
Right here is that right there. That movement right there. So we would have basically been looking at the market, saw this coming down, and saw this starting to peak up, looked at the 15-minute chart just to kind of verify what is all happening, and then we'd have jumped in the market to get our 10. That's it.
I see.
That's absolutely it. All right. So, guys, real quick, just kind of going over, just kind of recapping. All right. So what we have is our ADX. This is an average directional movement. We have our RSI and our stochastic. These are the three indicators that we typically use in order to figure out when to jump in the market and when not to jump in the market. Okay. Now, and then that has showed you basically how to set these particular indicators up on your MetaTrader 4, as well as showing you how to change the color of your chart so you can have a better visual of everything. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of switch over to my chart because I want to show you guys a couple additional things along with the ADAX, the stochastic, as well as the RSI.
Daniel?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before we do that, can we do the trailing stop loss really quickly?
Oh, okay. Yeah, by all means. Guys, this is something else that is really, really helpful. Whenever you're putting in a trade and you believe that it's going to continue going further on, putting in a trailing stop loss is going to save you a lot and help you to make a lot more than what you're actually aiming for. Okay, so then I'm going to let you go ahead and cover that. Go for it, girl. Go for it.
So yeah, the trailing stop loss will let you stop out and profit versus going all the way back to your entry point and going past that. And so
yes,
if you are way in profit, you want to keep a lot of that. So you need your trailing stop loss. Okay, and how we do that is we right click. You right click on the trade. Okay. And you scroll over to trailing stop loss. And then you choose whichever one you want, or you can customize it. Now, the trailing stop loss, as you can see, shows up in points. Okay? And so if you are looking to set it for, pips, or if you want to translate it from pips to points, say if you want to set a 50 point or a 50 pip stop loss, you would add a 0. Say to the.
So real quick, Nanette.
No, I'm sorry.
These are in points.
Yes, these are in points.
For you guys got to remember this one thing, okay? So the market moves by points. Okay, so every 10 points will equal 1 pip. All right. I want you guys to hear this again. So every 10 points that the market moves, that equals 1 pip. All right. Every 10 points equals 1 pip. So if we're looking to do a say a 10 pip stop loss, okay, you're basically going to type in 10 and then add a 0.
100 points.
Because 10 points, and you want to actually go 10 pips. 10 times 10 is what? 100.
100.
All right. So that's 10 pips in correlation to points. That's your trailing stop loss is going to basically save your profits, guys. It's going to save your profits. So anytime that you have an anticipation that the market is going to continue moving further past your 10 pips, by all means, go ahead and put in a trailing stop loss once you've actually achieved your 10 pips, and just let the market do what it do. Like seriously, like even this morning with GU, I didn't put in a trailing stop loss. I should have put in a trailing stop loss, but that bad boy kept going and going and going. It went somewhere close to almost like 78 pips this morning, early in this morning, and I got in on the crossing of that bad boy, guys. Listen, that was an amazing trade. Amazing trade. So let me go ahead and switch over, and then I'm gonna show you guys a couple of additional things.
Did anybody have any questions on the trailing stop loss? You good?
Okay. All right. Cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. So real quick, guys, I'm gonna cover these things. I'm gonna go over some trend lines, how you set your trend lines, Fibonacci, how you set your Fibonacci's, as well as your channeling. Now, channeling is something that is relatively new, but not necessarily new. Okay, we see it, but we don't necessarily set it. All right, and I can show you how to use that to set support, resistance, and all kinds of other things. And then I'm going to show you guys briefly how to just export your data. Now, it is 9:52 at the moment. So I'm going to go over these real quick because I don't want to necessarily overburden you guys. I don't necessarily want to have you guys pass the hour of our trade time. But I'm going to show you guys these tools, how to use them real quick, and then we're going to go into showing how to export your data so you can look at it and see how well you're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? Are you trading well or are you trading bad? What do you need to adjust? You know what I mean? Do you need to look at a different pair? Are you working better with one pair than you are with another pair? So we're going to just go over that real quick, okay? So let me just bring up my MetaTrader 4. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Where is my... Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna bring up, nope. GU. Okay, so real quick, guys, like I said, I'm not gonna necessarily cover too much, but I just want to show you guys some of the basic tools that you have. All right, these things you can regular tools that you can just pick up with MetaTrader 4. So one of the first ones that we just want to kind of go over, this is something that we've talked about before, okay, is this your Fibonacci. Your Fibonacci is a really great tool to utilize whenever you are looking at the market, okay? So Fibonacci retracement tool right here. This is your little F with your couple of lines right here. Now with the Fibonacci retracement tool, you're going to click, drag, okay? Click and drag, that's all you're gonna do. Just click from the top of your drawdown, or if you see like a steep drawdown or you see a steep push to the upside, all you're gonna do is just click to the top of it, you find your high point, and then you're gonna find your low point. You're gonna just drag from your high to your low. Now, what you're going to see is the market is going to reverse on you and give you a minimum of your 38. They're going to take you to your 50 and sometimes your 61. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to utilize this tool to help you show, or should I say, help show you exactly where the market is going to go. All right? Now, I use this tool a lot of time to set my take profits. Real quick, real easy. If I see a quick drop like this, I know that the market is going to wind up reversing on me. So what I do is I do a Fibonacci retracement from the top to the bottom, and I'll use these green lines here and drop that on my 38, drop another one on my 50, and that becomes my take profits. This will be my first take profit, and this will be my second take profit. Real simple, real easy, guys. Real simple, real easy. So even let's see this off, okay? Even if you want to do it on a smaller set, okay? Even if you want to do it on a smaller set, here it is. You have this little set here, okay? This little push up to the upside. You find that low point, drag it to the highest point there. And what do you see? Market price dropped, went past 38, hit the 50, and even hit the 61. And now it's on its way back up. If you wanted to actually if you wanted to partake in the profits of this here, all you had to do is drag to the top. Once you saw it, start in the reverse. Put a line on top of that 50, and that would have been your take profit number. And sure enough, it hit it. This is some of the easiest stuff, guys. Like, honestly, it doesn't require any brain surgery or anything. So anytime that you see a real hard push to the upside like this, make sure you use your Fibonacci retracement tools, because you know for a fact that the market is going to reverse on you. It has to correct itself. Market has to correct itself. So what you do is just use that to figure out where your next take profit is going to be, and just take 10, 20 pips, and you'll be good. All right. Now your trend lines. Trend lines, real easy. It's another tool that you can use to basically just give you a clear indication of, is the market going up or is the market going down? Okay, and it also helps you to set different levels of support and resistance as well. Because anytime that you see the price hitting that trend line, you know that's a level of support. You know that's a level of resistance. So all you have to do is just put another horizontal line directly where the market is hitting that trend line. And do you see it? Do you see it? That is a level of support and a level of resistance. Real easy. Put another trend line directly where market is touching that trend line, and you'll see it. You see it? Market respecting that level of resistance, that level of support. You would take it back, and you'll see it. You guys see it? Boom, 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 boom. Right there. Real simple, real easy. Use your trend line to see exactly where your levels of support and your resistance are. Use that horizontal line to just make sure you're setting it directly where the market is touching that trend line. And you will now have your new levels of support and resistance. It's real simple, real easy, guys. Nothing to it. Now, if you want to overlay it with channeling, you can do that. Now, we're not going to get deep into this tonight, okay? Because this may be overkill. All right. So one thing that I've been learning as of late is dealing with channeling. You know how Orrin Wright always talk about trap the market, trap the market, trap the market? This is how you can do it. And this is your channel tool. That's how you do it. That's how you trap the market. This up here will be a new level of support. Just like that. All you're doing is putting it directly where the market touches those trend lines. So the channel acts as just two parallel trend lines, and that's it. That's absolutely it. All right. Anybody got any questions with that real quick before I start showing you guys how to export your data? Anybody, say something.
It sounds good. I just need to rep it.
Say again?
It sounds good. I just need to rep it.
Gotcha.
Develop and get some more practice with it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, guys, this is really simple. It's really not that complex at all. Just using the basic tools that MetaTrader 4 provides for you. You know, we can basically win at this because we already know exactly where the market is going to go using our Fibonacci retracement tool. We set our support lines, we put our trend lines in place, and with the trend line, we can basically see exactly where our levels of support and resistance is going to be. And then from there, we can do our channel, and then we can basically tell exactly where we're going to wind up getting in as far as our next trade is concerned. Okay, so let me show you guys how to pull your data because it is 10:02.
Awesome.
Yeah, I want to make sure that you guys can see all your data. We're going to go to count history. Okay. Now, inside account history, it's going to show you all of your trades, every last one of your trades. It's going to show you a history of what it is that you've been doing in the market. Okay. Now, the way to get your data is to right click and go up here to either all history. You can go to the last 3 months, last month, or you can simply do a custom period. Now, I'm going to do a custom period, okay? And when I do a custom period, it's going to show me from what date to what date. Now, I'm going to do from the first of this month to current. And when I click OK, it's going to show me all of the trades that I've done from the first of the month to current. All right. Now, in order to export it, all I have to do is just save as report. Once I save it as a report, it'll come up as an HTML file, and I can save it anywhere that I want. So I'm going to save it to my live drive here. And I'm going to name this as Daniel's Trades. Okay. Now, once I save it, it's going to pop up just like this. This is going to be in a web format. It's going to show you all of your trades that you've done for that time period, starting at the first of the month, as you can see right there. All right. And it's showing me all of the trades that I've done, all the ones that I've canceled, and so on and so forth. So it gives you a overall view of how well you've done, how much money that you've closed in profit, or how much money you possibly have lost. You know, it shows you a comprehensive, detailed view of everything that you have done for the month. Now, if you're not going with my FX book and pulling the data down from there, where she gives you a little bit more analysis, you can use this. This is very basic, but it'll show you exactly what you've been doing for the month. It gives you all the details about your trades for that time period that you selected. All right. Now, if you want a complete picture, and you want a complete detailed report, once again, you can go there, click save, hit detailed statement, and then it'll pop up with a more detailed view of everything. And it'll give you even a chart. All right. So there's two different ways that you can do it. You can just save as a report, or you can save as a detailed report. The detailed report is going to give you a little bit more than the other one. Now, the report, oh, hold on. Let me do that. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Is that better? All right. So the report, once you save it, it's not going to give you the chart to show you basically how you've been trading. But this shows you all the details that you need to know about your account itself. But when you go to the detail, it'll give you a more in-depth look and view of what you've been doing. Okay? How your balance done dropped, increased, where you at currently, so on and so forth, your pip factor, your gross profit, your gross loss, your net profit. It'll show you everything in detail. Everything in detail, your total trades that you've done, how many short positions that you've gone, how many long positions that you've gone, the total wins, the total losses, everything. This really does help out, guys. This really does help out and show you exactly what you've been doing overall. So I want you guys to really take advantage of these tools, of what we showed you guys tonight. All right. I definitely don't want to overburden you guys. I don't want to overdo it for you guys. But this is basically tonight's lesson. Your chart setup, your indicator setup, your trailing stop losses, how very, very useful the trailing stop losses are going to be. Okay. Your basic tools, using your trend lines, using your Fibonacci's, using your channeling. Okay. And last and not least, but what is very, very important, understanding your trade exports, okay? Exporting your trades, understanding exactly what it is you've been doing over the last month or so. Guys, these are very, very simple and very basic tools that you can use that are already embedded within MetaTrader 4. You don't even need to go outside of MetaTrader 4, okay? Inside MetaTrader 4, you have everything that you need in order to be successful at winning at trading. Okay? Do you guys have any questions before I let you go tonight? Any questions?
Daniel, I have a quick question for you.
What's that?
And this is, I know we didn't cover this, but this is just something that I want to know for my own personal use. When you go to, like I can go to my history, now this is on my phone, not on the desktop. So when I go to my history and I look at something, I've branched out and tried to do a trade Bitcoin for the weekend, right? But it's still running and I don't know how to stop it. Like I put my finger on the trade itself and it gives me a window where I can close, modify, trade chart. When I hit close, it'll tell me that it's closed. I get a message that says it closed at a negative, whatever the amount is, but it's still going. Like it's still running, and I don't understand why. How can I delete it?
Oh, that's different.
I have never heard that before.
Okay.
Hey Danielle, can you hear me? This is Danielle. I think she did the exact same thing I did this morning. I went to close out, and then like 3 hours later, I went back and looked at my iPad at work, and I was like, oh shit, I'm still in it, and realized I had to press again, stop. So I wish I could send you a picture of it, but it's like I pressed the button. I pressed on it one time to stop it, but I was supposed to go and press it again to like confirm it. I did that exact same thing this morning.
So I just did it just now, and it said it gave me a close. It says close with loss of negative 2272.
Press it again.
So press the close right there where it's highlighted.
Yeah, hit the close button.
And it should close it out.
Okay. I think it did this time. I'll look at it again in the morning and see what's going on. see what happened. I'm like, well, shit, how does this thing ever stop? Does it ever stop? I'm like, that's what I get for trying to venture out and try something new.
No. I did the exact same thing this morning. And when I came, and the good thing was I closed out at negative. When I look back at 3 hours, I had profit of $6. I was like, oh, hell yeah, click. And my 10 pips. Yeah.
Well, mine never went in the positive.
Oh, damn.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Danielle.
All right.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, make sure that when you are going to close it, because it does take you to another screen to close. It doesn't necessarily just close it arbitrarily when you hit the close button. So you want to definitely make sure that you confirm the close.
Okay.
It takes you to that second screen.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Nanette.
You're welcome.
Anybody got any other questions? Any questions?
Hey, Daniel, this is Danielle again. I was late to the party. Did you record this?
If I recorded it, would you watch it?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I got you guys covered. So, because I know a lot of people weren't able to actually get on tonight because they had other calls they had to get on to. So I wanted to make sure that it was recorded so anybody can go back and just kind of review anything that was shared tonight. I'm going to start recording these calls, these training sessions more and more, so that way anybody at any time, they can go back and they can rewatch it, get as much information that you possibly can, because all I want to do is pour into you guys, because I want to see every last one of you guys become successful with this. Okay, so every week we're going to be coming hard, going to be coming with a lot of great information, a lot of great, new tools that everybody can use and be successful with. Now, I don't know if everybody had a chance and opportunity to demo the Golden Cup from IML. If you have not, listen, guys, this is the last week. This is your last week before they actually turn that bad boy into subscription. Okay, so I want to make sure everybody have an opportunity to take advantage of the tool while it's free. You can go in, just go to IML Gold. Is it just Golden Cup or is it IML Golden Cup?
IML Gold Cup.
Okay, so IMLGoldCup.com. Go into, all you got to do is use your username, your ID, your login information to your IML back office, and you can get in there completely free. Take advantage of these trade setups, guys. Take advantage of them. I'm telling you, it's very profitable. Very profitable. Okay? So this is completely free until I believe it's the 25th, Nanette?
Yes, until the 25th.
Okay, so it's free until the 25th. So I want you guys to take advantage of it while you can, because it's going to be a $20 subscription after that. Still worth it. I'd rather you guys take advantage of a free tool, before it actually turns into a subscription.
Yeah.
So Daniel, where will the
Recording be?
The recordings that you're making for the training, where will they be posted? Where can I go get them?
I'm gonna I gotta load it up in Trading Lounge, and then when we load it up, I'll go ahead and send out the link, or I'll ask Lori to send out the link to everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody have any
you.
questions? Yeah, no problem. Well, if not, guys, I love you all. You guys have a very, very profitable week. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take some time out to go ahead and get this thing loaded up. And we can, actually, you know what? We're going to post it out into the YouTube channel. If you guys don't have our YouTube channel, it's FX Trading Lounge. So just go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna go ahead and post this video out on the YouTube channel. Okay, so that way anybody can get hold of it at any given time and watch it and rewatch it and all that good stuff. All right. So love you guys, and I'll see you next week. All right.
All right.
All right,
Thank you
guys.
much.
No problem.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna be up at 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. Come see me.
Oh,
All right, guys. I'll
All
talk to you later.